Hi, you're watching EAC Insight. I'm your host, Anthony Ellis. Today I have the privilege of introducing our guest. He was the personal assistant to the last director of the Cambodian Royal Ballet, Her Royal Highness Princess Norodom Buppha Devi. He currently holds the esteemed position director of the Norodom Buppha Devi Dance Academy. His choreographics are deeply inspired by his Cambodian heritage and his profound love for arts. Allow me to highlight just a few of his remarkable achievements. And our distinguished guest is no other than Prince Sisawath Tessa. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Can you tell us a little bit about who Tessa Sisawath is?
So I grew up in France, in Paris, because my father was the director of the Maison du Cambodge, where all students from Cambodia study in Paris. And he was also ambassador at UNESCO. So since I was young, I was around this atmosphere of art, thanks to UNESCO function of my father.
So can you tell us what inspired you, the journey of the arts and the culture?
What?
So what inspired you to get into the arts, into the culture of arts, dancing and things like that? I mean, your father was a pianist?
My father was, my mother was pianist.
Yeah.
And father was playing flûte traversière.
Yeah, flute, yeah.
Flute, yes. So, and you know, inside the royal family, we usually have arts education, music instrument, dance. So my two sisters were also classical dancers at home. So since I was young, I grew up in this cultural atmosphere. But I think I came to culture very from occasion that gave me the opportunity to involve in culture, in fact. I was working in a French company in IT, and I think that, yeah, I like art. Since I was young, I was always going to see operas, concerts, etc. So, but working for art, it was really thanks to the Princess Buppha Devi when I came here.
Well, I'm just going to say, because it seems to run in the royal family. The king was a ballet dancer, and then of course Her Royal Highness Princess Norodom Buppha Devi was very artistic and special into the Royal Ballet and dancing, and being her personal assistant, I'm sure you would have come close contact to a lot of dancers.
Yeah, it's totally true. Princess Buppha Devi inspired me a lot because she was the director of the Royal Ballet. She knows about the Royal Ballet, and I learned working for her as administrative secretary and assistant first, but little by little, when she create new choreography, new dance performance to go abroad for a tour, she always asked me to be with her, and we talk about the choreography, the story, etc. So I learned from Princess a lot about Khmer culture and how to work about the.
You couldn't ask for a better teacher.
Yeah.
You know? And just recently there was a documentary on Her Royal Highness that went through her dancing and her life through going through Cambodia. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, if you're talking about the perfect motion, La beauté du geste, or in Khmer Tep Ata, yes. You know, this project came out when one day I had a private lunch with Princess at her home, and we had to create a new choreography about the Royal Ballet, totally new. The story, the music, everything was new, relate to the famous Auguste Rodin, and inspiring this story with the Greek, because Auguste Rodin compared Cambodian art, sculptural art with the Greek antique arts. So we wanted to make a combination of these two great civilizations. So one day she talked to me and said, "Oh, Tesso, I think it will be my last creation because I feel very tired." And yes, she started to be, her health was not so good. So I was thinking, back home, I was thinking that, oh, it's a shame that nobody know how she works, how it's hard to create a new royal ballet choreography. So I had the occasion to meet Monsieur Xavier de Lausanne, who is here and has done a documentary about Les Pépites, Monsieur et Madame de la Pallière. And then I asked him if he can consider to do a documentary about how Princess Buppha Devi works and how she create new choreography. So this movie come from this idea. Yeah.
And I've seen the movie or the documentary. It was really intriguing. It really told a lot about her life and her dancing, how she got into the intricate things of dancing. It was very special.
Yes, you know, she started very young at the Royal Palace. Princess Buppha Devi started when she was, I think, 5 years old. So I think dance is inside her soul. Yeah. So she's, but you know, even she tried to keep and preserve the royal ballet culture. She is also in the creation, you know. Yeah, Metamorphosis, Nyingvatana Devi is a totally new creation. So she is also a creative artist, not just saving what she has learned.
Yeah.
She creates the costume, the colors, she's changed the colors. She's she stays in she still stays in the tradition,
yeah,
but adapting, yeah.
Influence into more modern. Can you tell us about your journey from studying in France and some of the things you have done before to becoming the director of the Princess Norodom Buppha Devi Dance Academy? You know, France, Western lifestyle, back to Cambodia. What was your journey? What made you?
You know, since I was in France, I was always thinking one day, if peace will come back to Cambodia, I want to stay in my country, sincerely, since I was in France. I was in France because of the war, and my feeling was always, I want to go back to my country. Then when my father passed away, I bring his ashes back to Cambodia, and then I saw the country that is starting to rebuild. At that time, it was not easy, no electricity, no good water, etc., etc. But I was feeling that this country is growing, yeah, with the young people. And I was thinking that probably I could do something. So when back to France, I decided that I have to go to Cambodia and do anything that if I can involve and participate to the country in any occasion or any, I don't know, how I can do give my participation to the country. Yeah.
So the Buppha Devi Dance Academy was formed in 2020. Can you share a little bit about what's the inspiration behind it? Why was it started? Why continue?
Yes, you know, a few months before Princess passed away, she gave an interview also, and she said that arts not belongs to few, how can I say, privilege that it used to be for the royal ballet, you know. She said it's the concern of every Cambodian. So preserving art, loving art, knowing how to know our own culture, it's the duty of every Cambodian. No need to be an artist from the Ministry of Culture, going to the, you know, to register, etc., etc. So she said that everyone, if you like, you can participate to preserve your own culture. And you know, we have the Royal Ballet subscribed at the UNESCO Heritage as oral and intangible heritage of humanity. So it's very important. You have this. She was at the time Minister of Culture. So there's the princess who put the candidature of the Royal Ballet to UNESCO, and so she's very proud of it. And that's why she gave this interview and sent this message. So when she passed away, the children of the princess asked me if they want to create an association under her name. Yes. So they create this association, and they said that they want to have a school under her name to perpetuate this wish, to open the classical arts to a maximum of the public, with no contrainte. How can I say? With no
no restrictions.
Restriction. With no restriction. Yes.
So how did you feel when her children asked you to continue her legacy?
Yes, I was very honored and touched by the children to ask me that, because I was sincerely thinking to take my retirement. So when the children said, no, we trust you because Princess like to work with you and you know everything. So they gave me all the costume that cost a lot of money. They gave me all the costume of the princess. So I have now the responsibility to preserve all the costume of the princess. And then also this school, I'm very happy because now I think also probably the Perfect Motion is also one of the inspiring people to come to our school. But there is a lot of, as you have seen, a lot of children coming and studying with us now because we are doing it openly. It's not, for now we don't ask any contribution. It's free. Lessons are free, so yeah, we want to give a large public.
Let's talk about the dancing, the traditional Cambodian dancing, because it's an art. The way they position now, a lot of their dancing has stories to them, you know, and it's also to precise with the hand, the way the foot is. Explain a little bit about why you do these.
Okay, you know, at some point we can say that the classical and royal ballet combo dance is very fragile. Why? It has many in its history. The royal ballet could disappear. Why? I will tell you that. Because at the origin it's a sacred dance. It's only performed during the Angkorian area for gods inside temple. And it was the duty of the king to provide the dancers, the musicians, and build the temple for the god Vishnu, etc., etc. So when the empire collapsed, this kind of tradition could disappear, you know. And also there is another reason that at that time Cambodia was a Brahmanism country, believing to Hinduism gods. But we moved to the Buddhism. And for Buddha we don't perform, we don't dance for Buddha. Okay. No. We only praying, chanting, but no dance for the God, for the Lord Buddha. No. So also it was one of the reasons that it could disappear. But thanks that the king knows that his ancestor keep this, he comes from these famous emperors at that time, he still keep this tradition inside the royal palace. Yes. So that's why when the French came in Cambodia and they set up the protectorate, they saw this dance performing only inside the royal palace. That's why they give it the name of the royal ballet, because they only see it in one place, performing inside the royal court of the king or the queen. Yeah. So that's why, you know, also Princess told me that during the Khmer Rouge area, during the war, when she came at the Thai border, she found only 20 to 30 dancers that survived. You know, most of all the artists, they died. So it was very dangerous. She said, how can we preserve it? So she creates a dance school at the borderline in the camp, refugee camp. Yes. And also there is some dancers who move abroad in France. And that's where I learned classical dance when I was young, at the Ballet Classique de Paris. And then there is some teachers who create some association to preserve it. Yes, that's why I'm very proud that the Royal Ballet now revive again, thanks to that, because it has many occasions to disappear.
A lot of obstacles to face to come,
yes.
you know, 50 years later to become the way it is. Yeah, when they place their hands or their feet, their position, does it represent something? Does it mean something special?
Yes, you know, all the dance movement is also related to the expression of something. The dancers express by the movement a feeling or a situation, and the orchestra and the singers will say what is the meaning. You know, teacher can explain much better than me, but you know the meaning of the flowers, the leaf, the fruit, yeah, and the smile. This is smiling. Love is like this. You know, yes. That's so. So when we perform, we count a story. Yeah, with the movement. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that's interesting because I didn't realise.
Yes.
Now you have a couple of teachers. Just tell us a little bit about the instructors, the teachers you have here.
Oh yes. So we start with the teacher Von Savai, who was the second Apsara dancer after Princess Buppha Devi when she stopped dancing. Queen Kosamat chose teacher Von Savai to be the first Apsara. So we create this school with teacher Von Savai, and now teacher Duxita from the Ministry of Culture joined the school for free also, and Saturday and Sunday when she's available, she come and teach the school. Yeah.
I say you've got some good teachers and instructors.
Yes,
that, so.
yes, and you know the most important is that we want to give the school to the young generation. Now my idea is to think how this academy could go in for a long time. Yeah. So it must be the young dancers who will take over after. Yeah.
What's the average age of a dancer to begin, and what's the best age for them to begin?
I think 5 to 6 they can start, because we bend a lot of exercise, and it's good to start very young when you are still flexible. So and then little by little they can graduate to be good dancers. Yeah.
What makes the Cambodian dancing different from everyone else? Different from Thailand, Laos, because things seem to be similar. What's so special about the Cambodian dancing?
I think that for the specialty is that we preserve the tradition very seriously. One of the reasons that UNESCO registered the Royal Ballet of Cambodia as humanity heritage, it's because we don't use a button. No, we don't use that. We all, comment dire, coudre, sew, everything is sewn, and even the dressing is the form. We do it by hand. Yes, we don't use scratch. We don't use
Buttons, you don't
button.
use zips,
No,
nothing.
no zip. So it's still keep. That's why it's very difficult to present a classical dance, because if you have 5 dancers, you need at least 2 dressers. Yeah, only to dress. So it's dancers cannot dress themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, they cannot dress themselves. So they need almost 1 to 2 dressers. That's why it's difficult to bring the Royal Ballet abroad, because we need a lot of people. Yeah.
Speaking about the costume and the dresses, tell us a little bit about it. I mean, we see different colours and bright, colourful and artistic, like you say,
Yes.
the way they wrap it around and
Yeah.
everything. Tell us a bit about the history about...
Yes, with the Royal Ballet, there's a lot of tradition, artisanal, we can say that, I don't know in English. Like you said, that for the costume, everything is bought with gold, des fils d'or, on appelle ça des fils d'or. And it takes months to create one costume. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to create one costume, because everything is bought with the hand, and it's quite expensive also. So to dress one Apsara could cost $1,000.
And male, female, it doesn't matter, open to both?
So the tradition that was registered at the UNESCO is only female dances. Yes, but during Queen Kosama, she was quite open for male dancers also. She introduced the monkey, and she said that female cannot dance monkey. It's not good. So she went to the to the pagoda, where they have some male dancers we call la count cowl, and then she asked some male dancers to be part of the Royal Ballet. So the first introduction of male dancers inside the Royal Ballet was thanks to the decision of the Queen Kosama. Yes, because she was thinking, and inside also the royal family there was some prince that liked dancing, so she allowed some of her royal male dancer to be part of the Royal Ballet. And now, in this school, following the wish of Princess, we're very open. We don't select if you are only female or male. No, it's open for everyone who likes to dance. You have seen there's a lot of male and boys coming too.
Yes, yeah. I was just looking at your dancers now, and there's a good mixture. And even the males seem to be able to position themselves in some beautiful moves in the
Yes,
dancing.
yes, yes.
Unique. And being here, I've seen a lot of concerts and gone to a lot of venues where they have the dancing. The artistic on everything is magnificent. It's
Yes,
beautiful.
thank you. You know, I just create a new dance called the coronation of King Jayavarman VII, the famous king. So I was also thinking to do this choreography with the royal dancing, music, instrument, but I said difficult for me to give the role of the king to a female dancer. So I talked with my teachers. I said, no, the king was a king. He was a warrior. He was leading army to preserve the country and to direct. So, okay, we found out a good dancer from Lakhon Kaul, and we invite him to dance this story. So now I'm happy to inform you that beginning of November we will present this performance regularly once a week at the school. Yeah, for the public. It's open now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. It's good to see. So to do a story like that, how did you think about it? How was your mind thinking, okay, I need to change it, make a new story, but still using traditional culture
Yes,
to bring
yes.
to the future so the foreigners and everything can understand in going forward? Because if we stay back in the past, it never grows.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, absolutely. That's why, you know, I think that arts always has to evaluate. What we know now, it's also an evolution. You know, during Angkorian area, they dance. We don't know how they dance. During King Sisovat and King Norodom, the dancers were faced with white powder. It was a tradition. But the Queen Kosamak, with the King Sihanouk, they said, oh, we want to give this art to a larger public. When King Sihanouk invite head of state coming in Cambodia, he present dance apsara for the guests. But with his mother, they consider that the white mask, and they never smile, you know, because it was sacred dance. So it was not so beautiful. So the Queen Kosamak, she decided to take the white makeup and to make the dancers makeup like normally at the current time. So they use the makeup normally, and that's what Princess Buppha Devi makes the Apsara dance so famous, because she introduced the sensuality inside the royal ballets. She was beautiful when she was young, very beautiful princess, beautiful white lady. And she introduced the movement of grace, even a bit some seduction, you know, for me. So that's why people were, wow, she's so beautiful, very attractive. But for the old teachers, it was not good. Why you do that? It must be a sacred dance. The lady must not smile, must be in the seduction, you know. So there is evolution every time. But what I say that if one person has created this dance, if Queen Kosama has created the Apsara dance, we have to keep her creation like this. Don't touch it. The music is like this, only female dancers dance like this. It was created by Queen Kosamak, Princess Buppha Devi dance like this, don't touch it. For me, you don't have to, it's to recognize that this belongs to this area and to this person who created. But if you have another idea to improve and to make, and if, for me, the public will judge if they like or not. So if we create things, introduce some male dancers, why not? Queen Kosomak has done it. We can now, in my choreography, introduce a male to do the King Jayavamat, but dancing like a royal ballet is why not? So,
excellent, fantastic. Yeah. Now, how do you believe that art can bridge different cultures and unite communities? And how does it relate to your work in Cambodia? So how can you bring the culture? Because, I mean, every culture has tradition and it can be different, but like you're saying now, you need to expand it to other cultures because there's so many different cultures around the world. How can you bridge the gap to bring them in? Okay, yeah, this is your culture, this is ours, we can work together, we can do these sort of things. And I think in Cambodia, different areas, different provinces have things a little bit different from each other.
Sure. Yeah, it's totally true.
To be able to incorporate everyone and saying, let's do it together. That's not your style. Let's create individual style for everyone in Cambodia.
Yes, it's true. You know, I have done some project with classical dance, European classical dance. Yeah. Even His Majesty King Siam Muni has done it because he was a classical European dancer. He mixed in some choreography the Khmer classical and European classical. So it's all in the, I think that art, it's a way also to communicate. Culture, we can communicate by dance. We can, if we communicate by the words, it's okay, it's a language. But we can only communicate the movement and the music and mix together and understand how you in Africa you do that, in Europe you express how you express you are in love. In Cambodia we do that, but in your country how you do. So we can mix together, yeah. And you know, in my choreography of Jayavaman the Seven, I introduced also some fighting, bokato, yeah, with the classical ballet. Never done this before, so we mix the traditional bokato inside this story.
Well, so that's how you're mixing with the different arts, isn't it?
Yes.
Because bokato is a special art on its own, and it has a lot of history with the Sara dancing. So
so we can mix it. Yeah.
You know, you can tell a story. So, what are the challenges promoting Khmer classic dance? What challenges do you have to promote it to everyone, to show everyone?
Yes, the problem in Cambodia, in fact, for me, the problem, like I told you, we have a problem about the place to perform. It's difficult for me. We have only Chadomok, but Chadomok is not really adapted for arts. Yeah, so and sometimes we want to do it less public, you know, a smaller place. We used to have one at the National Museum, but since the COVID, we don't have any more place. So I think that in Phnom Penh the problem is that we don't have a place for arts to be shown. Yes, and secondly, the problem with the royal ballet is, like I told you, it costs a lot. We cannot dance royal ballet like we do a folk dance. It's not possible. So it costs a lot of organization, The costumes are very expensive. We need the dancers, so it's a bit difficult.
Financial seems to be one of your major
Yes,
obstacles.
yes,
you know?
yes.
You need some of those Ochnas and Onyas to say, yeah, here's some money, can continue with your traditional dancing, continue to show the world our heritage, because Apsara dancing is Cambodian's heritage.
Yes. You know, I'm very lucky to have this school here at the Canadian International School, because they give us the place for free. Otherwise, how my school, we have no fund to rent a place. You know, with hundreds of dancers, it's impossible. It costs a lot of money. So we are very lucky to have private sectors like Canadian International School, where we are here now today. And I have also another place at Aquation, here also in Kopik, who allow us to use their office and their place. So we have the support of people who love arts. Otherwise, we cannot survive.
So what advice would you give to young people who are interested to learn Khmer classical dance?
Yeah, I think that I have asked all the parents, most of them, they bring their children because they want their children to be more, to have their culture, you know, inside the children, because some of them, they didn't have this education, the parents. They didn't have the occasion to be educated like this. But now that the country is safe, the economy is good, everything can allow these parents to expect for their children what they didn't get, because they grew up during the Khmer Rouge regime. So most of them, they said, we bring our children. Some of them came from very far, and there are some poor family also. So they want their children to know the tradition, how to have a relationship with a teacher, how to address, how to talk. Because we don't teach only dance here in this school. We teach also how to
how to present yourself
in the society. Yes, you know, in Cambodia we have different language. How to talk with a monk, a religious. We have one language with the Buddhist monk. You have a language with older people, how to communicate with the older people, and you have also a language with the royal family. So the teacher teach this attitude, how you have to sit. You have seen how to be sitting, how to move if you are in this situation. So the parents are very happy because they don't know it how. So they are proud that their children know better than them.
It is, because you're right. I have noticed myself, when you talk to different dignitaries, the royal family, there's certain ways you bow, there's certain ways you hold your hands to say the way you talk to them. You know, it's just not like you meet someone in the street, you know, and say g'day sort of thing. You know, and you explained to me before the difference from the Royal Highness, their Excellencies.
Yes,
even that is different.
Yes, there's different degree level. So how you only the way you compare is different. You know, the salute is different. If you the king, you have to bend down. For the monk, it's different. For an excellency, you do that. For a prince, you do that. For the king, you bend. So, yeah, it's not complicated, but it's few things to know. That if you know it, people will consider that you know the tradition in Cambodia. You know, when the first time I came in Cambodia, I noticed that most Cambodian young generation, they keep the tradition from abroad. I was very shocked when I arrived that Cambodian people, they do the salute like Thailand. They do that. It's Thai. The Thai, they bend like this. You know, they bend like this. They bend like this. Khmer is only like this. We don't bend. And when I arrived 15 years ago, 20 years ago in Cambodia, I saw, why you do the salute like this to me? It's not Khmer, it's Thailand. But at that time, the young, they saw only Thai TV, Thai newspaper, so they do the salute like in Thailand. But I told to them, no, Cambodian, we don't bend like this. We only do that, like this, straight, always straight. And then I saw also at that time the Khmer doing some attitude coming from Korea, etc. You have your own. Why you have to do like?
Adapt to a different culture. Yeah.
For me, I think that the young, they need to integrate something again because they need it. They need to say that I am Khmer. My attitude, now we can teach them because it's a need from the young generation. Yeah.
So what are the Academy's plans for the future? What's your future dreams to get?
What
have you got coming up? You just mentioned you just now choreograph a new dancing with Lini King. What else? What else is coming up?
My wish is that seriously, I want to have more opportunities to give for the artists the occasion to go on stage. Only coming on Saturday and Sunday to learn is not enough. An artist must be on stage and show what he can do. So that is the reason I would like to have a regular show here in Phnom Penh or in Cambodia. But my wish is also to bring this art abroad because, you know, it's a shame, but I think that most at the international level, the population, they only, when we talk about Cambodia, they only have one idea, Khmer Rouge.
Yeah.
That's
the mindset. That's it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cambodia, Khmer Rouge, mine,
Yes.
fighting. So it's not the real Cambodia today. So I would like to bring this image of a country that is young, but also with a heritage, very old heritage, yeah, and bring the dance abroad and make, why not some, invite them to perform in Cambodia also, why not? Yeah.
It's almost, you have to also train and alert the older generation here that it's safe now. We can dance, we can show the world there is no danger now.
Yeah.
Things are a lot easier and open. Then show the world that Cambodia has changed since then, because I mean it's so beautiful. We're sitting in an international school, which a lot of people wouldn't have dreamed would happen in Cambodia.
Yeah. And you know, I noticed something that for me is important. Cambodia has many trouble. We know the story. We have division inside our society, but culture, religion, and I think the royal make the unity of Cambodia. So it's very important. I saw many Cambodians when they are separate because, oh, this one is his past, his family is coming from and I don't want to talk with him, You know, they have some vision about the past of this person. But if we are around a pagoda, praying Buddha, if we are all together respecting our king, if we are around a show of Khmer culture, we forget everything because we are only Cambodian. If you are Cambodian, you know, whatever, but if we are in this atmosphere of our religion, our culture, and with the symbol of the king, there is no reason for us to be, you know, yeah. So
how can people find out about the academy dancing, and you know, how can they join? How can they get information?
Oh, it's very open. We have a Facebook page, Princess Buppha Devi Dance School. I can give you the link, and they can register whenever they want. People can come here just for fun, to stay the weekend if they are free, to learn the dance. Some of the students, they come, they don't want to be dancers. They just come to enjoy. Yeah.
And you can enjoy and learn the heritage.
Yeah,
doesn't mean they're going to become a dancer, but just to know the history, because you say it's history. The dance, like you say, the love, the flower and everything means something. And a lot of people like to know what the meanings are. Yes,
that's totally the mission of the school, to open for a large public, and we are very happy that now every weekend there is new registration. Yeah.
Can foreigners learn?
Yeah,
yes.
Why not?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Mr. Tesso, it's been a privilege to be able to learn a bit more about yourself and what you're doing, and to keep up Her Royal Highness Princess Norodom Buppha Devi's legendary thing out there, and wish you all the success and to continue, and also on your new dancing choreograph with
I will invite you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll call you. Thank you.